So welcome everyone, and this is the video number 3, top 5 most broken ships in the entire game ever. So of course, for no surprise of you guys, it's the Belfast, or shall we call it PAYFAST. And we have a huge pleasure to watch this awesome captain from NA server, Use Card Jack. It's pretty nice name. And of course he's a top dog, and if you pay attention to the matchmaking, it's already, I'm not saying it's obvious, but of course T-61 is one of the best tier 6 destroyer of all the destroyers in this game. Giulio Cesare is the best tier 5 pay to win ship in my honestly opinion, and his division with the Akitsuki and the Colorado. Now, I do honestly believe this combo, a destroyer which has a pretty good firepower and at the same time also torpedo power. Akatsuki, in my honestly opinion, even though I did not mention for many years, it's a hybrid. Decent concealment, not the greatest. That's the downside of this ship. Pretty damn good firepower and definitely the torpedo power. 9 torpedo. It literally has the more or less Fubuki's torpedoes, you know, hard-hitting torps. But he is a division with the Belfast. So, yeah. The biggest strength about the Belfast, if you guys don't know it, we're going to decide to put her additional slot, and that is the concealment at tier 7. So literally what that means, guys, that this ship is by far have more better concealment than Leander, the Fiji, and any other Royal Navy or any other cruiser in this game. She's the stealthiest cruiser, and what's make her completely broken and strong and overpowered, that if a destroyer spot her, all you need to do is just sail straight couple more seconds, and then you are okay. He's spotted right now, right? We don't know who's gonna. There's 4 ships aiming at this captain, absolutely, and Sinop, it has one of the best guns in this game. But none of them they hit. 4 ships still aiming at this captain. 4 ships. Now 0 ships. I do honestly believe he has a good captain skill. I can talk about what he does have. He does have IFHE, concealment, and adrenaline rush, and also demo expert. So he will most likely pen everything full damage and cause your put your enemy on fire at this tier. He is top dog, for crying out loud. Same story, guys. Belfast is very strong when you're top dog, and also the reason many of you guys are playing this ship, pay to win ship, when you want to become most busted, strongest cruiser of all time. Tier for tier, I'm talking about for tier 7. You cannot compare this one versus tier 10, you know. And 4,300, that's, you see, 8 pen and only 3 non-pen, and that is because this IFHE build, New York, it's just farming Piata. This is all close to maximum range. The biggest downside with this ship is definitely her range. Now, of course, those tools, radar, hydro, good concealment, it's very strong versus any other destroyer, because even though destroyers, they, you know, have some of them, they good firepower, they cannot compete with 12 guns. Royal Navy British guns are strong, they don't have, you know, large big damage. On the other hand, it has pretty decent fire starting, but also the closer to enemy destroyer you are, the most lethal and danger you are. And of course, it's very easy to misplay this ship because you do not have armor, you don't have heal, you know what I mean. The Royal Navy cruiser, they do have heal, but on the other hand, if you receive a buttloads of a Citadel like that Furutaka received, no heal in the world can save you. You will just be black left and right. München, on the other hand, it's not a bad ship. The only problem with that it's the okay. Furutaka killed a Mexico by eating couple torps. Absolutely ridiculous. Sinop, very healthy, very good guns. for his tier. Now, the obvious is kind of weird is that there's 2 CV each and every side, so the biggest enemy what Belfast does that have, they have decent, more than decent AA. I don't consider versus any tier 6 CV bad. They are pretty damn strong. However, versus tier 8 CV, because you can never face any tier 10, but the tier 8, yes, you can face. There will be a huge damn problem, because the tier 8 CV, if they know exactly what they're doing, they just shit on your AA and they will kill you, you know, literally. But the tier 6, not so much. I consider the Belfast AA pretty damn strong. Not the strongest, but the way you build with stuff like BFT, many other stuff, you can definitely have alright-ish AA power. But the biggest strength about this ship, not because you're gonna kill anytime soon with a huge salvo, it's just the rate of fire and the amount of tools you do have. You do have those ridiculous tools: smoke, HE, farming, and hydro, and of course the radar. All those combination, guys, with 12 guns, all you need to do is definitely know how to aim. Aim is kind of important. The München, it's also a tier 6 premium version of okay, 10 hits, 5,500 damage, guys. You know, it's finally popping up and trying to kill the Myoko. Very wise for this friendly Königbert. Now he's behind the island, and now Myoko can open up. 2 cruiser aiming that Sinop. I do believe there's big chance that he will put on fire. Who that guess that he's on fire? When 2 HE spammer are spamming you, it's probably you're gonna die by fire. And the torpedoes on the way. Oh, he's still burning this Sinop. He's reversing. Okay. It's a lot of non-panics because, guys, the Sinop has ridiculously strong armor. One of the best armor tier for tier at tier 7. Crazy strong. You kind of need to aim for the superstructure, otherwise your HE shells will shatter. You will do literally 0 damage. I do believe he put the fire out. He used his damage cone. But here's one more fire, and this one will stick for sure. If you will manage to put one more fire, 1,500 damage, not a big deal. But there's a torpedo from the rear, 3,100 at this stage. Okay, 2,600. He's still burning. No, yes, he is. You see how tight the shells are, the Sinops, but I do believe that he's reversing too much. He's not on fire, but he has only like 3,100 HP pool left. Literally 2 good salve. Okay, the destroyer is very close over here. But the problem with this destroyer, he's in with radar range. I mean, that smoke will not help him. 4,100 damage, and of course this is the radar coming, popping up, and the radar lasts couple seconds, 18 seconds, and you'd have this improved radar range. So your time on radar, and of course this enemy destroyer, he was too close to Belfast. You never come that close. If you're coming that close within 8.4 kilometers away from this ship, you're doing terrible wrong, because most likely you will die. Now, here's the deal, guys. The enemy team are not doing bad. And the matter of fact, they are leading. They have capped A, B, D, and soon C. You know what I mean? So, literally, guys, they will win by cap, right? To fire that one single salvo. Now, of course, no matter what you say, but that New York is cooking, and frankly, I believe, and here's my honestly opinion, Wargaming, change this stupid matchmaking. I mean, New York, it's just a food farming piñata versus HE spammer. Any HE spammer at tier 7. But the problem is with this particular ship, she's too big damage dealer in that regard. A lot of DPM. Yes, she does not have heal. But the tier 5 Dispersion New York, I mean, I don't know how good he is or how bad. And the way he was trying poor devil to do significant damage, and he has been hit. But it's so poor Dispersion New Yorks versus any other tier 6, tier 7. It's not even fun. Yeah, you have buttloader gun, but it's like a shotgun. It's all over the place, you know what I mean? That was 1,330 damage, and that poor New York, he was using all his guns for crying out loud. Yeah, how fair fight is it? And definitely you can see where no matter where this dude hits, beside the turret, you know, do full damage and a lot of HE damage done. And the way he moves, okay, he received now first big hit, 10,030 damage, because that was probably one citadel. That was, but there was also the last salvo from him. Now the enemy actually controlled so much, they surrounded the entire friendly team. This team, even though they had more ships, but they never managed to cap. I believe that our Sino will soon go down. And this, ladies and gentlemen, won't be so damn easy. München is pushing in, and the friendly Akatsuki is spotted. The enemy München also played very well. He is also HE spammer, so you may argue that yes, you don't have smoke, but the DPM it's absolutely ridiculous. And okay, that was one hell of a good salvo, 4,500 and one fire. But in many regards, it different play style. München is also a crazy strong DPM monster, DPM machine. And 3 more hits, and this captain have 120,000 damage, 10 fires and 2 kills. And 1 more fire and 3,000 damage. Absolutely ridiculous. It was more than 3,000 damage, 2,400 damage. and the thing is, guys, at tier 7, you don't have a whole lot of armor. And almost everywhere, especially at Belfast with IFHE, no matter where this dude is aiming, it most likely will do full damage. Yeah. So what I'm trying to say is that if you know your position, if you know where to ambush and surprise your enemy, this ship could definitely be very darn strong in right hands. He's not spotted anymore. Once again, guys, this actually could go either way, because even though it's almost the same, until 690 versus 674, the enemy control Alpha, Bravo, and Delta. So yeah, actually all they need to do is the enemy team just right away run away, kite away, and they will eventually win this battle. This battle will end for the enemy in less than 3 minutes and 43 seconds. But Koenig went dead, and now it's 4 minutes and 22 seconds. But if you pay attention to the clock, this friendly team, it takes more than 12 minutes to win. So they will never gonna win. Matter of fact, they will lose if they will not cap or kill. So that's what they need to do, cap or kill. Giulio Cesare, it's the most broken, overpowered tier 5 battleship of all time. On the other hand, has crazy bad AA, and in the tier 7 matchmaking, it's a decent battleship. München is finally coming here, is going 1 versus 1. Actually, guys, this captain has a little bit more HP pool, and he has IFHE, which basically means both of them, they have inbuilt IFHE. This München has inbuilt IFHE. But what I'm trying to say is that the less who has the most lowest HP pool will win for sure. I have no idea, he's trying to use his thought or why he did not open fire. But even if that dude would, and that's the awkward part about the München, has only 3 guns in the front and most of his guns at the rear, so you have to show you a lot of broadside to use all the guns. It's literally a Nürburgring at tier 7, a premium one with higher DPM and so on. But yeah, he tried to use his torpedoes, I have no idea, but he played extremely poor at the end. He played probably one of the best cruiser for the enemy team, but at the end he kind of screwed this one up. And he could have done more damage to this Belfast, definitely. But it was not the case. Now the friendly team are finally, for first time in decades, they have more points, and they still only control C, and Rougeau, it's finally coming. Okay, this is very interesting to see this. He's not spotted, by the way. Now he's spotted, and he pressed a reinforcement. Probably should use the AP right here. I would definitely use AP right here. It's not so damn easy to kill a carrier, even though if you have IFHE and you can do citadel damage with HE, that is true. But you have chance to kill. Okay, that was pretty damn good. HE damage with citadel. Yeah, anything light like a destroyer or CV, you will melt them so darn fast. With this IFHE, oh man, absolutely ridiculous. And you can definitely have decent AA, so you can defend yourself. He has AP bomb, so normal case it should be lethal, but I do believe that Rougeau kind of screwed this one up. And he's dead. He did not do a whole lot of damage, to be honest with you, versus the Belfast. And now he presses a reinforcement. And he turned. He has very maneuverable ship. He turned, makes very hard for Rougeau to land anything. I do believe, yeah, 0. Not many planes down, only 16. But guys, he received very little damage in return, and he literally chewed up that particular CV very darn fast, even though he could actually have killed him way faster if he would change to AP. The AP, it's not bad anything broadside, so only Skåne it's alive, and this game will definitely end in exactly 2 minutes and 1 minute and 59 seconds, and this captain already managed to cap Alpha, and there's the destroyer at 13.4. And now, of course, Skåne can actually kill a Colorado with torpedo if he's a little bit lucky. But the way I see it, it's that the torps all over the place. He's engaged by 3 friendly ships, 4 maybe. Everyone wants to have a piece of him. So he will probably go down in just seconds. So guys, there we have it. The score is absolutely hilarious. And I very much would like to talk about close to 188,000 damage he received, the Confederate, Kraken, Unleash, and High Caliber. He has 12 fires, 5 kills, and 16 planes down. It is literally one of the most strongest tier 7 cruiser ever released by Wargaming. So guys, thanks guys for watching, and always captains fair seas, and goodbye.